everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on when you're watching this. Great to have you with us. It is really cold, and there's about 1.5 feet of snow outside. So I've opted to do maybe this week and next week and maybe the week after too, inside where it's a little warmer, and it allows me to just be a little warmer when I do this. So, hey, what we're doing in our Join Days Band member community, if you're not a member over there, head over to joindaysband.com. You can check it out. But we're just starting a study on the book of Matthew. And it's prepping for our Monday Night Worship Communities live streams that are happening in just under 2 weeks. And I wanted to dig into one of the devotions today because it's a little bit compelling. So today, I wanted to look at Matthew chapter 4, verses 18 through 22, and it says this. It says, "Now, as Jesus was walking by the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon, who was called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, and casting a net into the sea, for they were fishermen," right? "And he said to them, 'Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men.' Immediately," that's really important, that word right there, "they left their nets and they followed him. Going on from there, he saw two other brothers, James and John, his brother, in the boat with their father. They were mending their nets, and he called them immediately, and they left their boat and their father, and they followed him." And I kind of found it so fascinating that these guys would literally just stop and leave. So Jesus is walking by the lake. He sees two guys and just blurts out, "Follow me." And what do? They follow him. Right? Did they know who Jesus was? Did they know that he was the Son of God? What prompted them to just leave everything and follow? Why on earth would they just drop it all and follow Jesus? So I had to dig a little bit deeper into this relationship and what this was all about, because it really it just dug a little. I had to dig a little deeper. It just kind of was tweaking my mind a little bit. I was like, what is going on? So I read a little bit. Here's a little bit of the research that I found. Matthew reports that Peter and Andrew did not hesitate for a moment. Andrew, at least, had already served as a disciple under John the Baptist. The brothers believed Jesus to be the Messiah, right? That was the key point. They believed him to be the Messiah, the promised Christ who would bring the kingdom of heaven to earth. They understood who Jesus was and the role he was giving them as trainees under his leadership. They apparently did not even pack up their work. They left their nets behind and immediately began to follow Jesus, demonstrating full commitment to the path, whatever path that was that he was on. Their faith in Jesus is remarkable, though they didn't even yet have any idea what they were getting into, right? They just jumped in and they had no idea what it meant to jump in and follow him. Some of the men's willingness to immediately follow Jesus here is explained by their earlier encounter with Christ. That's referenced in John chapter 1, verses 35 and 42. If you want to check it out, you can. But this is not a stranger. It's someone that they already know, and they have good reason and want to follow him. Right, so once I did that research, I was like, okay, that makes a little more sense. I kind of understand it now. They kind of knew who Jesus was. They'd been hanging with John for a bit. So he wasn't a complete stranger, but as it says there in Matthew, it says their faith in Jesus was remarkable. Sorry, it says that in the references. They did not have any idea what they were getting into. And that is like a really crucial point. Isn't that the case a lot of times? Like, we have no idea, literally no idea what we're getting into when we follow Jesus. And yet we do, right? We follow him. We go sight unseen into the unknown of it all and do not hesitate. But do we really? Like, really, do we jump off the ledge right away? Do we really just jump off and go for it? No, we don't. Our faith is tested and tried so often, and our humanness gets in the way of our all-inness, if that's even a word. We don't have it, right? I don't have it. I want it, but I don't have it. And this is what really got me thinking about this whole thing about just when Jesus jumps up to he kind of just comes up along these guys and he says, "Hey, follow me." And they're like, "Jesus, we're in." And I was like, man, That is an incredible, incredible testament to who these guys were and who they knew Jesus was. And that is crucial. So do we fear? Yeah, you bet we fear. Are we afraid? Yes, we are afraid. But Jesus is calling us deeper and deeper into those waters, right? We want more of that all-inness that these guys had. So I would encourage you, head back over and read Matthew 4:18 through 22. And just read about how quickly these guys said, we're in, we're going. And it is so scary. As a lot of you guys know, over the last year and a half, my life has just been completely upended as far as just from a work perspective, right? I left my job, started a full-time ministry, and it has been literally like one day at a time. You know, hey, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, hey, God, what are we doing today? And some days it's not great, and others it is. But every once in a while, like, I'll come across something that just changes my perspective on it. And that's what I'm hoping happens to you as well. So seek him, right? Really, really seek him, and seek the plans that he has for you. And then the fear is always going to be there, right? It's always going to be there. They follow this guy, and they have no idea what they're getting into. But Jesus tells us to fear not. And I want to play this song now in this devotion because I find it like extremely relevant in and around our lives, that we need to just conquer our fears as we let Jesus deeper and deeper into our lives. Conquer the wind, conquer the waves. I move mountains when there's no other way. And I give hope when there's no hope to find. Give healing to the broken, sight to the blind. Fear not, I am with you. Fear not, I'm by your side. Fear not, I'll hold you tonight. Fear not. I am your shield. Life tears you down. When you walk through the valley, through the battlegrounds. And I am the light on the dark road. Give you all that I am till your cup overflows. Your side. Fear not, I'll hold you tonight. Fear not. And I'll hold you forever, 'cause as a daddy's do, I'll be I will always love you. Fear not, I am with you. Fear not, I'm by your side. Fear not, I'll hold side. Fear not, I'll hold you tonight. Fear not. Fear not. Let me just read a couple of lyrics for you here, okay? I am your shield when life tears you down. When you walk through the valley, through the battleground. I'm the light on the darkened road, and I give you all that I am. Your cup overflows. So these guys dropping their nets, following Jesus, right? They believe this. They believe that he was their shield. They didn't know they needed him for that yet, but they believed it. And they were going down these dark roads. They had no idea where they were going. And yet they were like, Jesus, we're going to go. So I really thought this was relevant to what's happening here because, I mean, Jesus could have said to them, hey guys, follow me. Fear not, follow me. But he didn't. Their faith was that strong in who he was. And so the question becomes like, do we really just jump off the ledge and go for it? And the answer 9.99999 times out of 10 is no. And why? Because we fear. So today, I don't know why I kind of settled on all of this here, but maybe somebody needed to hear this. I think I needed to hear it too. Like, let's just maybe if you don't jump all the way, like go from your ankles to your knees, right into the water. And just continue to pray and say, God, I need you in this. I need you in this. I need you in this. Walk with me here. I don't know what your situation is. Mine's different than yours, and yours is different than your friends and your neighbors and all that stuff. But Jesus is with all of us. And he's saying to us, follow me. Just like these guys went off. We need to be in the same place where we're just like, okay, Lord, you got me. All right, so that's just what was on my heart today. If you're interested in joining us for our study on Matthew, head over to joindaysband.com. It'd be great to have you with us. We have memberships that start up, and those help fund the creation of these videos. They help fund the creation of all of our live streams, just everything that we do. It helps fund all of that. So we'd love to have you guys join us over at joindaysband.com. And you get access to our private Monday Night Worship Communities live streams on Wednesday nights as well. And a whole bunch of other stuff. So, hey, thanks for being here today, guys. Appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.